And yes, me coming from the future can tell you it is.
Damn, now
Uh,
everyone knows who to bet on.
yeah, yeah. Who are these people betting on Turin? Turin wouldn't break the theme or the pattern. But he would go first bomber.
Yeah, that's a shit turn move. I mean, first bomber here isn't bad at all. I just wish that at some point uh, someone would try hard enough to oh no, the replay is probably broken. I had some. It's the only map I ever made a mega autistic BO for, which is Whitefire. Uh, I like some like I actually it's the only map I actually practice a BO for. But after I did that, I stopped playing 1v1, so I never really got to play it.
That is so sad.
I did play it in my one experience. I did play it once, and that was the most depressing game I've ever played in my life because I was working on Saturday outside, and it's lots, so it's winter. So I came back home, like I was already late as per usual.
Classic.
so so I came back home. My hands were ice cold, and then I had to play the game. And it went about as well as you expected it, because you know, cold hands excuse.
It's a classic excuse. I mean, Turin is
Yeah.
doing somewhat of an interesting first bomber. He's doing the sort of delayed, but also you get the scout version, where you don't assist the bomber out. You get a bunch of pigeons and
No,
resources instead.
this is as standard as the first bomber can be. This is how everyone does it. You don't rush it out. That's like 2016.
Well, I'm just a man
You
living
make
in the past.
one pigeon, X3 two pigeons, and then you make max with your issue. And by doing that, you have to pass your issue for like 5 seconds, otherwise you stall. But you don't rush it out because you really delay yourself by that.
All right, he's gonna. I don't know if he revealed the scout, but all right, we got one kill on the reclaim Angie. We got Shen coming out with the XD.
Yeah, but I mean it's really dependent on you know. There's a bomber from Shen. He went for a quick bomber as well. That's very bad.
And he scouts the bomber too. Oh,
Although actually it's not actually as bad because you know this will do quite some damage to turn. Also, the thing is, like you deny the reclaim of the Navy HQ, right? That's in front of the base, but there's still lots of reclaim around the base, and Shen has a quick second factory, so he can spam a lot of engineers quickly.
Turin's actually built a static AA turret in his main
Yeah,
base.
I mean, he has no other option. What is he supposed to do? Rush a Russian inti? I
I
mean,
guess not. Like he doesn't have the power for that. So, but he also
and
he's stalling mass pretty badly now.
he didn't send a tech move to. Okay, so he does kill the scout. Okay, this bomber from Shen won't do a lot. That's insane for turn. That's insane. He should be beyond happy with this. That's like best case scenario for turn. The bomber kills one irrelevant engineer. Well, it's not completely irrelevant, of course, but
I mean, there's a
and
second bomber who can now do whatever it
turn
wants, but there's an inti on the way.
yeah, turn fixes his mass stall. Even if that engineer at the front gets bombed, it will at least bank enough mass return, so there's no issue. Nice ground fire from that second bomber. Uh, turn
It got some value, that's for sure. It killed the
okay.
trees.
There's an inti for Chen, so turn actually didn't lock the bomber. Oh, he just killed it.
He also locked it now.
But that's a good lock as well. He's microing it properly. So the bomber only kills one engineer again, and he will get the lock on this other inti out of Shen as well. And Shen has a second inti, but it's quite a bit late. And this fight is still taking place over the AA.
Yeah, you can't really fight over the AA, even if you're 2v1. Like, the AA will just win.
Yeah, the AA is just so good. Like it just killed almost two intis there. But even with this, the score is still quite even. The bomber from Turn, by the way, did kill an expanding engineer at the bottom for Shen.
Neither
that
of
was
them
me.
have any meaningful expansion.
Yeah, they both gassed each other, which is kind of funny. So they're both now spamming navy factories. Shen is a bit ahead, but not to an extent where he will just frigate lock turn. Yeah, what Shen is doing a lot better though is moving his SU out. That's gonna be important. Turn is still making pigeons at home, and I think okay, he's still making.
Yeah, he wants more pigeons. So he really should walk this over to the left. Like, Shen's just gonna slowly expand with his ACUs, secure all this, have a great time.
Yeah, also, I like how neither of them has even attempted to go for the mid-island until Shen just now. They were both, like, too scared to go for it.
The
It's
bombers
like,
will
well,
get you.
it dies anyway. I mean, Turn is going full inti spam, while Shen is hiding bombers in the corners, and I kinda like Shen's approach a bit more, because even if you have air control like Turn, it's not like you have vision to use it, as he does right now.
Turin got a fast T2 mix.
Wow, he rushed the okay.
I don't hate it. Like, it seems like he could afford that just fine, because...
Yeah, if you can afford it, you might as well. I mean, it's like, in theory, it's probably not the best to do, because you rather want to scale everything else more faster. But considering how messy this game already is with the bombers, you might as well, because it's just, you know, it's an easy way to get a safe advantage. This bomber is gonna be good, Shen. Oh.
What?
What? What?
Where'd the bomb go?
I think it targeted the only engineer that it shouldn't have targeted. Another bomber from Shen kills an expanding engineer. I'm surprised. Turn needs his transport, dude. Or needs his own bombers. Like, he only has one air factory. He needs more than one, I'd say. Yeah, Shen has two. Like, Turn has air control, but Shen is the one bombing in and is the one making transport. Shen literally is going 0 inties. And Turn is suffering more damage from air even though he went 100% inties. Like, inties are useful, but, you know, you still need all the air units. So, a small little navy battle that Turn wins. Stern rushing a second tech to max, he just started one. Okay, I was kind of curious about that.
I'm concerned about Turn's expansion to the left being a bit slow. Like, I guess his ACU's here, and he's about to grab all the reclaim, which he'll use to fund more T2 mexes at home. Which is, it's not terrible.
Yeah, he does scout the transport on the bottom from Shen at least, so he at least knows that Shen is already there. Maybe that's what. Okay, he's finally making a transport. Minute 7.5. That's so late.
He sees Shen's transport and he's like, huh, I think that's a good idea.
You know what I'm really surprised about? It's like there's frigates on the right from Turin. It's, if I remember correctly, it used to be pretty common to ground fire, like where Shen's is used reclaiming, you can ground fire that wreckage with frigates and kill reclaim. Pretty sure that used to be quite common to deny enemy reclaim like that.
Yeah, it's a good move.
But I have not seen someone do it yet.
I think it's still possible. I mean, these bombers are just getting stupid damage. Like, what's going on here? Why are they allowed to do this? Shen doesn't have air control.
Yeah, and this bomber all the way at the top left is still hidden there. And there's gonna be a frigate that will probably intercept Turn's transport with the radar range that it has. And
yeah, he sees it. And there's the bomber.
I mean, this is exactly why, you know, I prefer personally to. I mean, Turn right now has like 10 inties and like 1 air scout. I had the way rather have 6 inties and 4 air scouts or something. No! Shen missed the ground fire. He's still gonna kill it?
Dodge? Split?
Yeah. Oh!
Kills 2. He's going in for the others. Okay. Gunfires, but another split.
Okay.
Alright. Good response from Turin there.
Most crucial damage avoided. And this is why, like you just have random, like, air scouts, like, patrolling in the corners, right? Just for way better intel. And it's not that costly either. Turn, they're both kind of being aggressive with their navy. It's both kind of risky, although I think Turn has a bit more.
I think Torrent's getting some
No.
pretty good trades here.
Shen actually made 4 Tech 2 mixes, yeah. He's getting on the bottom, he should be able to get good trades there now. Because he's vastly outmatched Shen there. Yeah, Shen is in a pretty big trouble there.
Yeah, Shen's got a problem. Like, this Navy can just sort of continue on into the production line after taking all these really great trades.
I'm not sure you can go quite that far, but yeah, because Turn's figures are damaged, he has to retreat with this. Yeah. Okay, he's hitting the damaged ones. That's nice, except for okay.
There's a lot of production here, and
yeah, he can't push in there, but he had the efficient fight in front, and that's what matters. There's RT drops coming from out of Turn, by the way. He's gonna drop the mid island.
I like it. He's got good frigate coverage.
Oh, there's a bomber from Shen on the top left. It might deny this factory being built. Oh, it didn't drop on the last engineer, so the factory finishes.
Oh.
That, unironically, that's big.
Crisis averted.
Because now, like, denying that factory denies 3k mass reclaims from Turn.
Alright, the RD drop successfully makes landfall. There's a bomber nearby, though.
Dodge? Does he dodge? No, the bomber kills everything. Nice.
Brutal. Alright, kills 1 mechs.
Turn.
And now a naval engagement. Another good trade from Turn.
I'm not sure about this navy engagement. Just like yesterday, the game of what was it, Slow versus Shen on Wildfire, where or maybe it was 2 others, I don't remember. But it's such a hard location to push if you don't have like Tech 2 Navy to support. Like, even if you have a favorable engagement, you're not gonna get the reclaim. Your opponent is gonna get the reclaim. And like, do you plan on just winning the game on the spot? The chance of that happening is so astronomically low. Right?
I think that's the plan, to win the game on the spot here. Shen's got a lot of his frigates out on the map right now, but
it's not gonna work, or it shouldn't work, because the navy factories can tank for him, and that's the issue with this. Like, you hide your frigates behind the navy factory, kinda.
I mean, Shen will lose 1 naval factory here, and I think Turn might have enough to make this worthwhile. Shen is not fighting behind the next line of naval factories until now.
I mean, Shen is not queuing up more torp launches, he made 1, but... Okay, like, look where he built a new navy factory. How much damage that tanks as well. I mean, Shen does his counter-attack, by the way, because Turn readies everything to that side, so Shen now has a free opportunity to do, honestly, more damage to himself, because Turn has no frigates left at all to defend.
Also, Turn's ACU is here?
Yeah, I saw it.
What's he doing here?
I mean, might as well. Honestly, I don't dislike it too much. But Turn's main production is... I mean, he will be able to defend against it, but this... I mean, Turn will actually steal reclaim with his ASU. Shen maybe actually calls it, wow.
Shen calls it here, okay. I
mean,
guess...
Unironically, without that ACU of Turn, I'm not sure if Shen would have called GG.
Yeah, the ACU is here to grab a lot of the reclaim and reclaim more stuff. Also, there's this RD drop on the bottom right that we just happened, and there's no good answer for it if it splits.
Yeah, it will at least kill all the mexes and just be... It will be alive for quite some time. It might even probably kill the factory as well. But the issue with this fight is that, I mean, Shen only built 1 torp with all his engineers. He could have built like 3 or 4 because the frigates weren't in range. And torp launchers are very important for a fight like this, I think. I'm pretty sure they have higher range than frigates, like 99% sure.
Yeah, they do.
And the fact that you can hide them behind navy factories like this is, if the frigates shoot at the navy factories, then you shoot back at them with the torps, which you can't do if your frigates hide behind the navy factories. And also the torp launchers deny the ASU, by the way, especially considering he does have Tech 2 air. I mean, he doesn't have air control, but he can also make like a Tech 2 engineer and make a Tech 2 PD, and as long as he gets this reclaim field, like, it's fine, because it's 3.5k mass. That's a lot of mass, even if he took a less favorable engagement. The issue is that his counter-attack kinda whiffed, because I think with his counter-attack he should have just gone behind Turn's force and got him from behind.
Yeah, these frigates needed to be at home defending the line.
I think sending 2 frigates would have been fine to kill the build power, assisting the navy factories from Turn, but the rest of the frigates he should have sent behind. And aside from that, Turn does have air control, so he's